Being a Utah Jazz fan is like watching the same movie every season that you have to keep watching every night. You already know the ending, but you keep showing up anyway, hoping this time it's different. Utah is a proud franchise. They've had legends like Karl Malone and John Stockton. More recently, they had Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert, two stars that gave fans real hope. And every few years, they build a team that looks ready to make noise. They rack up wins, earn a solid playoff seed, get some recognition, and then boom, they crash out early, again and again. In the 1990s, they were so close, 2 finals appearances, but they ran into Michael Jeffrey Jordan, the man who had the East on lock for years. That's like some LeBron junk, the way he had that. But anyways, since this, the Jazz have had good teams, but they've never been good enough to get over the hump. They've had number 1 seeds, number 2 seeds, but I bet if I bring this up, Jazz fans gonna be mad. But y'all remember what Terrence Mann did to y'all. But this team have had good teams, but it's like they have a curse. They're just not good enough to get over the hump. And to make it worse, they're always in the middle of every 3-team NBA trade. But instead of landing the star, they always end up with a second-round pick or a player who you forget is in the league. While other teams are out here getting game changers, the Jazz settle for depth pieces and future assets that don't move the needle. It's frustrating. They're smart with scouting, they draft well, but it rarely leads to anything. To give the Jazz credit too, they developed real talent. Lauri Markkanen became an all-star. Walker Kessler is one of the best young bigs in the league. Keontae George is nice. Colin Sexton was nice, but he's on the Hornets now. They always find guys who can play, but the problem is the pieces never fully click at the same time, or they get traded away before they can. National media barely pays attention to the Jazz. No big-name free agents are circling Salt Lake City on their wish list, and even when the Jazz are winning, it feels like no one believes in them. Being a Utah Jazz fan means knowing your team will always fight, but it also means living through constant resets, watching other teams pass you by, and hoping that one day, all the little pieces will finally come together. Because when that day comes, Jazz fans will have earned every second of it. Anyways, like and subscribe, join the Discord in the bio, and I'm out. Peace.